4 weeks ago with his other BMW.
Twice? So he crashed one M2 and bought another M2. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
Try to bluff on the lick, got his ass whack. Heard a nigga stand, bro, we gon' get back. 392 FNs in the scat. Too greedy, he slimy, really that. All black ski masks, everybody.
Gotham City in a Batmobile. Even though it get crazy, niggas don't talk like Swayze.
What up? This is Sweezy, and what we're about to cover today is not necessarily New York City drill related. However, I just thought this would be a very important topic to cover. Now, if you're not aware, street racing.
He was only 25 years. That's young, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's young. That's like, you ain't even get to finish living your life, bro. That's too young, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Very big in New York City. You've seen YouTubers like Tommy G come down to the city and cover people like the swim team and things of that nature. And honestly, if you grew up in New York, you either participated in a little street racing yourself or know somebody who gets involved in those type of acts.
I'm from Jersey, feel me? Like, we go to New York to go watch that shit. Like, that's how popping it is in New York. You can't even, you could come in, you could find some places in Jersey to go, like, feel me, go watch car meets, this and that. But it mostly be like parking chills and shit. New York, though, they take that street racing shit to a whole nother level. New York, Philly, they all be betting money on these races. You'll probably go race your car over there and come home with like $12,000. Like, no cap. They take that street racing shit serious. Play.
Rather they're doing it for bread or just doing it for fun. It is prevalent within these New York City streets, which makes it even 10 times more dangerous because of how dense the towns is. The roads are never fully fixed. You're dealing with potholes or whatever have you. It ain't like a racing track. And that right.
So it's like, it'd be hard to race when you gotta watch for cars coming. Like, New York traffic is crazy. If you ever go to New York, you watching this video. If you ever go to New York, you guaranteed to run in some type of traffic. It don't matter what time it is. If you're going to the airport, you're gonna hit traffic. If you're going to the deli, you're gonna hit traffic. You could be walking, you're gonna hit traffic. You're gonna be crowded by hella people walking. Like, you're gonna be, it's traffic everywhere in New York, bro. Okay.
It could lead to tragedy, which brings me to the person that I'm speaking on today that goes by the name One Stock F30. Now, if you're not aware, One Stock F30 is a very popular individual within the racing scene, and he unfortunately lost his life doing what some might say he loved. Now, the article reads, a New York-based car influencer and YouTuber was killed when he crashed his tricked-out BMW in a street race in front of horrified witnesses on a Queens.
Them BMWs be death traps, bro. No cap. Them shits, some niggas don't know how to control them shits because them shits too fast. Like, for me, I ain't gonna lie, I seen mad car accidents with niggas that were driving BMW. It don't matter how old the BMW is or how new it. Them shits is fast, bro. No cap. You gotta be able to control that shit. You gonna be in that shit.
Expressway Wednesday morning.
I ain't saying he couldn't control it. He probably, for me, he probably could. But I'm just saying, like, the car itself is just a fast, like, it's a fast car. For me, you gotta be able to handle that shit.
Bronx native Andre Beetle, known on social media as One Stock F30, was driving at a high rate of speed east.
M4s, M5s, M6, M8s, fuck, like X5s, all them shits is fast BMWs, no cap. Everybody got one of them cars.
Nassau Expressway near JFK Airport just after 1 a.m. when he lost control and slammed into a light pole, the NYPD told the Post. One Stock F30, 25, was racing in the left lane as he flew down the roadway when he suddenly swerved across the road into the right shoulder, striking the metal pole. The influencer, who has more than 233,000 Instagram followers, was thrown out of his purple 2023 BMW.
Thrown out that, I mean, he got ejected out that shit, like through the front window. I ain't gonna lie, that's like instant death right there. Like, your neck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. That's crazy.
M240. First responders rushed Beetle to the Jamaican Hospital Medical Center where he was unfortunately pronounced dead. Video posted to social media captured the moment One Stock F30 lost control and ran off the road as horrified bystanders ran.
They got his last race recorded on, so that is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. This is his last race right here. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at him in his car. This is his last race. I ain't gonna lie. This is crazy. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Rest his soul. No cap. Rest his soul.
Demolished car. Police officers were seen at the site of the crash inspecting debris, including a tire underneath an overpass, as traffic remained at a crawl following the crash. Video on the Citizen app detailed. One stock F30, who has 700,000 subscribers on YouTube, bragged about his hair-raising speeds his car could hit only 2 weeks before his death. Hours before his demise.
I'm pretty sure like the M2 is like a two-door vehicle. Bro, that shit already fast. So imagine you souping it up. Imagine you giving it all this extra horsepower, putting all this. I ain't gonna lie. Bro. I would not be surprised if this car took off at 100 miles per hour in 2 seconds. Like, no cap. Bro, the M2 is already fast. That's why I've been in the M2 before. That shit is already fast. Bro, imagine you souping it up, putting more horsepower and more power in that shit. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit need to be on a track somewhere. That should not be on the street. I need to be on a track, okay?
His car could hit only 2 weeks.
At that point, you at NASCAR racing level. You need to be racing NASCAR niggas. Like, you racing street niggas, I ain't gonna lie.
His death. Hours before his demise, One Stock F30 published a video to YouTube to him and his friends in a car shop working on a now totaled vehicle. His final video had an eerie end as the BMW was recorded driving west on the Nassau Expressway towards the site of his eventual crash. Now around this time, fans took to social media to pay tribute to the daredevil. Quote, "The car scene lost a young king. You put New York City back on the map in a positive perspective. You gave our scene the respect it needed, not just known for idiotic takeovers. You gained the respect of many, and that will live on as your legacy. Rest easy, you will never be forgotten." One comment read, "Still can't believe this, man. The world will..."
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really watch him like that. Like, so I ain't here to like show fake love and oh he died. I'm here to just like, cause his videos did pop up on my recommended a couple times. You know how that recommended shit go. When you want to recommend it, you see a video you like, you just click on it, you just watch it. You don't really know. I ain't gonna lie, that was how I was looking at his videos. I seen his M2 and I seen this. I think this is an Audi right here in the back. I seen both of them shits and I'm like, nah, I gotta watch this. I just watched the video, not knowing that was that man's last video. Like I could show y'all, like this. I just seen this. I don't know what the last video is called. It's him like racing a track walk or some shit. Bro, that's crazy. And then the next day I find out this nigga died. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy.
Brother, you made a big impact. Peace. And another comment wrote, "This man had so much to share with the world. We lost a legend." And there you have it, people. The street racing community is dealing with a huge loss right now. And I'm not going to act like I'm a huge car enthusiast. However, I was doing a little research when it came to One Stock F30's death. And according to what I'm seeing in Reddit posts and other comments on YouTube and everything like that, they're saying that Stock should have had a cage around the car and also a solid harness. Now, again, like I said before, I'm not too knowledgeable when it comes to the street racing scene. So please forgive me if I come.
Me neither, but I'm saying, like, if you gonna be, at least have your seatbelt on. Like, the seatbelt, you know, seatbelts could save lives, but it depends on how fast you're going. If you going crazy amount of speed, the seat might not cover you that time, but if you like, for me, you never know, man, just throw that seatbelt on. Like, for all y'all young drivers out there, I don't be racing and shit, but I be, feel me? I like cutting up sometimes too. Like, I just make sure I throw that seatbelt on. Like, cause you know that shit really will save your life one time. If you strapped in the seatbelt and you going at, feel me, high rate of speed, the seatbelt might be able to stop you from flying out the whip. Feel me? Like, so man, all y'all young niggas out there, man, have y'all seatbelt on at least. At least throw that seatbelt. If you ain't gonna have nothing in here, no helmet, no other things in your car, if you gonna be racing and shit, throw that seatbelt on, man. At least put that seatbelt on.
A little ignorant when it comes to this topic, but they're saying a cage and a harness could have gave him a better chance at surviving this horrific crash. And I guess my question would be, why didn't he have that? Is that something that should be mandatory when you're living this type of high-speed, thrill-seeking lifestyle? Or is it not that big of a deal? I mean, you gotta understand, this is not One Stock F30's first crash. He actually had a crash around like 3 to 4 weeks ago with his other BMW.
Crashed twice? So he crashed one M2 and bought another M2. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. cars, like the M2, I feel like that shit it's small. Like, it's really small. So it's like, the smaller your car, the less it weight, the faster. I ain't gonna lie, his shit was probably hitting 200 plus on a regular. I promise you.
But I don't know if people are saying a roll cage and a solid harness could have saved his life. I don't understand why everybody that's engaging in the street racing activities are not souping their car up with that. I don't know, but it's a very unfortunate situation to say the least.
Damn,
I think when you see things like this
crazy.
go down, you will hope that it will show others to take heed, take a little more precautions, and say,
Buzz was only 25, bro. Like, 25 is so young to lose your life, bro. No cap, that's really young. And I feel like, damn, like, I can't even say too much on this shit, because it's like, damn, like, the nigga was only 25, bro. That's crazy. The nigga was only 25. Like, that's crazy. RP, one stock F30. I ain't really, like I said before, I ain't really watched a lot of his videos and shit. I just found out about him like a couple days ago when I was just watching that video of him racing the track over. And then come to find out, I'm looking at the comments and shit. I'm seeing everybody say RP and shit. I'm doing some research, then boom, I see this shit. I'm like, nah, that's crazy. And it's like, a lot of y'all out there, y'all like that street racing shit. Like, y'all probably was watching Squeeze Bands, Swim Team, Where's 981. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all like that swim stuff. Y'all like watching that shit. But if y'all gonna try that shit, make sure y'all niggas, please wear y'all seatbelt. Like, the seatbelt really, it'll do it. It probably won't do a lot. You still gonna walk out the car with some scuffs, some minor scrapes, and at least you're walking out of the car though. At least you're still alive. Feel me? Like, just put that seatbelt on, man. That's all I gotta say. Put that seatbelt on. That's in this vid. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on the gram. Everybody comment in the comment section. RP1 stock F30. And I'm gonna see y'all next vid, man.